Hello, my name is Renee Mandy, and my topic for my persuasive speech is on bringing in awareness to why we need to reach out and help feed the poor and those in poverty. I want to start off by reading a short story from a young girl that was helped through one of it's called Feeding America Foundation, and just to bring in awareness to how we do impact the lives of those that we reach out and help. My name is Zoe and I'm 11 years old. I live in Maine with my mom and my brother Zeus. My mom works really hard to make sure me and Zeus have a roof over our head and enough to eat. When we're eating, she'll make sure we eat first and are full. Then if there's leftovers, she'll make dinner for herself. She works from home, but I know it's still a struggle. During the school year, I get free lunch and breakfast at school, which helps my mom make sure we have enough food for the weekends. But during the summer, when school is out, we don't have those meals, so instead we go to the free lunch program. I love the free lunch program. I go every day. They serve us turkey and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, apples, carrots, and broccoli. It's really good food that gives me the energy I need to be active and play with my friends. It also helps my mom not stress because she doesn't have to worry about finding money to feed us extra meals during the summer. Without the lunch program, I would be sad. I'm really happy that we have it. To everyone who makes it possible, I want to say thank you because you're making kids like me happy and our parents happy too, but making it easier for all of us to get enough to eat. This just proves to you that when you do reach out and you do help those foundations, it does impact the lives of those kids, and they do realize that it takes stress off their parents. No matter how young they are, Zoe was 11 years old, she still was able to see that these organizations, did make an impact on her and her family's lives. Child hunger, as well as hunger in general for everybody, is a very big problem that occurs here in the United States as well as worldwide. Children hunger, according to Feeding the Children, 1 in 5 children faces hunger in America, and 1 in 4 children around the world suffers from chronic malnutrition that stunts growth. So you can take just the town you live in, and that goes to show you, go shop around the mall or go to a restaurant, and you can go through and count heads, and there's probably at least 10 people in there that suffer from, malnutrition or don't have the money or financial means to have enough food on the table every single day. Poverty in the United States, Feeding America says that 42.2 million Americans live in food insecure households as of 2015, and 43.1 million people were in poverty as of 2015. This included 14.5 million children. These statistics are according to Feeding America. 1 in 7 Americans struggles with hunger, says Hunger in America. So that's just, 1 in 7 people, and then obviously children is impacted as well. The sad part about this is too many people are dying or suffering from hunger and malnutrition, which is such a controllable issue with just helping and not necessarily you don't necessarily have to donate to the foundations. I mean, you can donate to foundations, but there's other ways you can help too, by being an advocate, by helping with fundraisers, to raise money, to help with food banks, help bring an awareness to the issue. A lot of people are naive that this is even an issue exists. They kind of live in their own bubble where they just think everybody in America is happy and healthy. In reality, they're not. A Bible verse that I feel is appropriate is whoever oppresses the poor man insults his maker, but he who is generous to the needy honors him. This is from Proverbs 14:31. There's several easy ways that we can get out there and take action. General Mills actually has a partnership with Hunger in America. If you go and you purchase any kind of General Mills products, like I'm pretty sure Honey Nut Cheerios is a General Mills product, just to give an example, they have a code on the box, and if you go onto the Hunger in America website and you type in that code, automatically 45 cents is donated from General Mills to the Hunger in America Foundation to go towards helping raise money to help feed the poor. So this is that's an easy, simple way that we can help. I'm sure everybody has General Mills products, at least 1 or 2 of their products in their kitchen. If you look on the code and you type in the code it's on the main website of Hunger in America, and automatically 45 cents from General Mills is donated. That's a very simple, easy way that families all across America could help. And see, it is possible to end world hunger, but it needs the help of everybody. But it needs the help of everybody actively participating and getting involved with programs. Some churches don't even have stable programs to help out, so maybe starting one or getting or a lot of these organizations they come and hold events in cities all across America, even participating in an event. Or getting actively involved can help. Encouraging others to get actively involved, participation from organizations, donors, and experts is all needed and able to bring an end to world hunger. And let's see, I also wanted to recommend some other ways that people can help. A lot of times I hear people say, well, I don't have the sacrifice to make. Like, my family's okay. Like, I don't have an extra sacrifice to make to help others. And it kind of saddens me because there's simple sacrifices that we can do on our parts to help others that are struggling just to put food on the table for their kids. For instance, you can tell family members, rather than exchanging Christmas gifts this year, let's all spend our money and let's purchase food and items to help those that don't have a Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner and spend that money with that. Or telling someone, instead of getting everybody Christmas gifts this year, I'm going to take that money and, want to go buy turkeys and corn and ham and mashed potatoes to donate to the local food bank or food pantry to help families in the area make sure they, have a good dinner for Christmas or the holidays. Making a commitment to become more actively involved in fundraising and other events that help bring relief to those living in hunger and poverty. Many organizations also accept donations. There's a lot of organizations, if you go online, you can donate a simple $20 to $30 a month. Perhaps it just means eating out one less night a month, right? There's your $30. But then you can say, okay, I'm not going to eat out this night. Maybe you usually go out with your girls every, other Friday night. And maybe opting out one night to save that money and then donating it to an organization. Because a little does go a long way, especially in third world countries where they can feed like an entire town for just like $200 because the towns are so small and they're able to make the money stretch. And I just wanted to conclude with one more story. This story is also from the Feeding America Foundation. The story is by Candace. When your loved ones need you, you can either turn away or choose to help. My name is Candy and I choose to help. Currently, I live with and take care of my aging parents. I am actually married with 3 children, ages 13, 14, 18, but my parents require 24-hour care. So I stay with them while the rest of my family lives next door. A few years ago, my father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. It's gotten to the point where he no longer remembers anyone and can't do anything for himself. My mother's health is failing as well. She doesn't have the ability to care for him, so the responsibility is on me. My parents worked their entire lives, but through no fault of their own, they've been left with only a small fixed income. Consequently, it's fallen on my family to help provide for them. My husband works full-time, but with 7 mouths to feed, now it's barely enough to get by. We've often had to choose between buying foods and medicine, and sometimes my husband and I skip meals altogether so my parents can eat. I love my parents, but the constant stress of having to watch their every move and wonder how we'll pay our next bill can really be wearing. That's why when I discovered the food pantry in our town, I was truly relieved. With their help, I no longer have to worry about where our next meal is coming from. The food pantry helps in other ways too. They often provide basic household items like soap and paper towels, and they provide emotional support. Many of the volunteers there help because they've been where I am, struggling to get by. They understand where I'm coming from and they care. I am so grateful for the food pantry. Without their help, my family might simply go hungry. These past few years have been some of the most difficult of my life, but having the pantry to turn to is helping me get through. In the midst of my stress, I can relax better at night knowing my family will have breakfast in the morning. So these organizations do impact and have an impact on people that struggle with lives. And the thing that I think a lot of people fail to realize is that you too could possibly be in that position one day. These people, obviously, some of these people live perfectly normal and stable lives, and then life happened, and then they were left in a position where they needed help. So you should never go about thinking, oh, that'll never happen to me, and just looking out for yourself. You should always look out for others, because you never know when you might be in one of these people's positions someday.